Hello, my name is Scott for SB Gaming and welcome back to Transport Fever European Freeplay Edition. And last episode we extended our rail network 2 towns. Originally I was planning to only go to Southgate, but I decided of course to connect up Askern as well. We have this rail line that goes from here over to through here into here, and yeah, we have to deal with a little bit of slope, and I really want to straighten this out, flatten it out, maybe bring this down so that we can bring this down a little bit more. Yeah, about that, because I bring it down, or I start to bring it down, then I have to bring it on the flat in order to get over the road. So yeah, about that. Anyway, this episode, what we are going to do is we are going to connect up Carlton Colville. As you can see, we have a harbor down here, and we have some new roads. I had to connect this up. I connected that up as well. I decided to add in a few bus lines. So we have RT1 that goes here to here. So yeah, people who want to work here can come in, and they can also transfer here if they want to go shopping. People along here can come here and then down there, and then of course RT2. This hill might prevent this. It might do something like that. I could do that if I wanted to. You know what? Let's do it. I wasn't specifically planning to... Yeah, let's take that out. And flatten that out. Like that. With that in mind, I might as well extend that a few stops. So we are just going to... one there, and one there for future growth. We might as well just stop there. And for the moment, our RT lines, we do not have any buses. Yep, that's right. We are going to expand these so that this one, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like that. And this line is going to go 1. Actually, yeah, that works. So 1, 2, 3, 11, 12. Yep. Alright, perfect. So now we are going to need to put a depot somewhere. Somewhere ideally convenient. Maybe right in here. Maybe out here, because I was planning to run a road down this way. And connect up Frome with at least road traffic while we're at it. So let's just extend this. We want a road depot. And we want to buy a couple oblassons. I also wanted to look at the income. And we are at the end of October, 10 months in, $9.5 million. That's 957K per month, roughly. We had a little bit of a dip last year in the income. We went down about 800,000 right there, so I'm not sure what was going on with that. But we had a bump up of 4.5, up to 4.5 million in running costs. So yeah, we're looking at probably an extra 800,000 on top of last year's running costs, so about $4.7-ish million. We had 1.53 million in construction costs. New vehicles, 1.06 million. Yep, about that. And what we want to do is just let it tick, although with that said, yeah, end of month. So we are just going to borrow some money. And RT1, RT2, and RT3. Let's let that run. And what I would like to do is put a harbor depot over here. We'll just throw it on this island. And we are going to buy a ship, the Rigi. Not enough money. That's right, 260k. And I did get the loan down to $5 million. Let's borrow it. We're going to buy a Rigi and we want to put it on the new line. This is going to go from Grays. Alright about that. Over here to Carlton Colville. And so we got, let's get rid of that. So we are going to lock that. And over here, we are going to lock that. And now that is, I'm going to rename this to SP Grays Carlton Colville. And that is a 17-minute frequency. We are going to want to add another ship on the line. So what we are going to do, let's put another harbor over here. And we're going to buy another Rigi. And, nope. Grays to Carlton Colville. And now we might as well connect up this country road. Let's let it tick. And just to confirm, although with that said, so this is going into Carlton Colville east, and this is heading over here to Grays Docks. Let's rename that Docks. What is my naming convention anyway? Alright, so Docks is for passenger. Alright about that. Off screen I did set up this here because my plan is to potentially run cargo out there. If I bring any cargo in, it'll be coming into this area and then I'll just road line it into Carlton Colville or Frome. So that is that. We are going to want to pay attention to the time and the money because we are also going to want to pay back some of our loans. Although for now, we are going to need the money. Alright, so that line is going to come into here. And we are going to want to probably bring this into, say, about here. And then I am going to run this straight like that. Let that run. we just cut through the forest. $411K in the bank. There. And like that. Alright, we are going to want to take this line, which I pre-designated there, over to here. And now what we want to do is buy a low bassin for the 11p line. We have 545K. Let's repay. And now we are going to want to put up, oh, do I want, how do I want passengers to... Actually, one thing I might want to do is put a harbor over here. Now, it would be nice if I could have it sticking out like this, but unfortunately, yeah, it's not going to be a thing. So then the next alternative, put it over here. Question is, where am I going to want to have my ships traveling to? Well, I might do a Frome to Grays. Definitely Frome to Ludgershall. Maybe if I connect over to Dursley. Maybe Oakham to Frome, although with that said, if I were to put it over here, something like that. Let's go 3 terminals. That could fit. I'm not going to do a Frome to Carlton Colville line. So I'm pretty much looking at Oakham, Ludgershall, possibly Dursley, maybe to Doncaster, depending on... I don't think I'm going to build the bridge, or I just might. Maybe right there. Actually, that would probably make more sense if I do bridge over. So Oakham, Doncaster, Ludgershall, Dursley, maybe, or maybe 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's let this tick. And we are going to need money, although with that said, the end of the month is going to be coming. Are we going to make enough money in time? Let's speed things up. 150K. Oh, never mind. It is December. Let's borrow another. And we want this. Let's go right there. And medium straight. I have done this, so I know I can fit this through. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get a bus station unless I put it possibly right here. I did have a spot. let's... right there. And actually, since I probably will not have any traffic coming up here, what I could do is just make this a small street. And there we go. And now we are going to want some bus lines. Although with that said, I am going to need bus stops. Let's let that tick. There. There. And right there. I think that is all I'm going to set up for Frome. So we are just going to have a bus from RT1. And this is going to go from here to here to there. And then once the town expands, I can, of course, add additional stops, add additional lines. So now we have the 11P line, we have this line here. So at a moment's notice, we can, of course, connect up from. If we want to, I just might run another ship line like that. Although for now, we are going to just stick with this line that we have set up to Carlton Colville. I may connect up Dovercourt next just to get this up and running. We might run out to Westmalling from here. I'm almost tempted to also just put a small one here and just run a ship line out from Upton to Carlton Colville. Although I wasn't planning to. It is December 16th. Let's speed it up. Let's see if we can pay back some of our loans. We have $6 million in loans. And one thing I did, let's repay $500,000. Over here in Askern, I did eventually set this up, but this was connected to here, so there wasn't really that much of a concern. And it looks like we have people wanting to travel. And I did add additional buses to the local routes here, so that is a thing. We do have 54 people here, Askern to Dunwich, for some strange reason. Nice. So this line has one vehicle, so we are going to want to ramp that up. La Bassance, although let's let time tick. And Dunwich RT1. Dunwich RT1. And another one to Dunwich RT1. It is December 27th, 1879. We have 60, 70k, 120k in the bank. Indeed. So if we check back here, is there anyone showing up? Not yet. Not yet. And not yet. It is January 1st, 1880. And so we made $11.4 million last year. Almost $1 million a month. That is nice to see. Road income, $6.36 million. Our rail was $670K. We had 4.35 million in water income, which had dropped sharply the previous year, but really picked up. And yeah, our road income has remained relatively constant. So about that. Now over here, we ran just a single vehicle. By road vehicles, although we're going to want to probably borrow. Let's borrow some money. 3 onto Carlton Colville RT1, RT2, and RT3. And that 104, 131. You know, let's buy 2 more for RT1 and 2 for RT1. Get that frequency up. Over here in Grays, do we have anyone? No, we don't. We're going to switch this to that color green so it sticks out a little bit better. I did originally use red for the ship lines, but I decided it didn't look quite right, red on blue. That has nothing. How are we doing overall? We got a few units of steel there. Your limit 1600, production of 8, only 8 potential. Really? How are you doing? You are looking for steel. We need to repay. The 2F line. You can go. Oh, that's right. This one's coming into the same platform. All right about that. And we have 22 people for Upton to Grays. We have 20 and 3 passengers. We have 19 people wanting to go to Westmoreland. And wait a minute. Westmoreland to Grays. And 13 wanting to head in the direction of Southgate Askern. We have 5 and 7 sitting here. And we have 21 wanting to go back to Southgate Grays. And anyone sitting here? Of course not. Anyone at the stops? We got 2 people sitting there. We got 2 people wanting to go up to Frome. Nice. How about over here? Although we don't have an actual vehicle. So we are going to build a depot and buy road vehicles. Lobasson on the bus from RT1. Let's buy a couple more. Get that frequency down. Let's buy 2 more. Because reasons. And we might as well buy another one. Actually, you. We're going to just reassign you to 11P. That brings the frequency down to 9 minutes. Actually, just to make sure. Are you? And we got a lot of people here, 26 and 26. This is taking a full load. We got 17 and 20, so we might want to think about upgrading once again. 34 people. We have 29 wanting to go over to Salterton. And 26 wanting to go to Westmalling. We have people showing up at the docks. 5 people wanting to go over to Grays, and over here at Grays we got no one. We got 3 people waiting for the RT1 bus. That bus is full. This is coming with 3 people. And so you are dropping off. Speed it up. Alright, and one person decided to stay on. And one person is walking somewhere. Destination home via TP Westmalling Grays. Where is your home? Your home is in Westmalling. Interesting. You shopping via Carlton Colville. Nice. Alright about that. People are using the lines. That is nice to see. We have 197k in the bank. What I would like to do... Smalling's just over there. Buy ships. We're going to buy a Rigi. And we are going to create a new line. Going to go from Carlton Colville over to Westmalling. Alright, so that is going into that docks. That is fine. I really don't like that path. And over here, yep. Actually. And it kind of straightened itself out. SP Carlton Colville to Westmalling. $11 people wanting to go over to Grays. That is nice. Over here in Frome, got 11 people want to go over to Carlton Colville. And let's throw them on the 11p line. You're going to have to... Carlton Colville. Alright, I bet that. The LF Upton RT1. What we could possibly do... Horse cart, 95k, sure, let's upgrade it. Now, I would like to rename this Frome Bus Terminal. Now, one thing I might want to do, let's follow you. And see where you go. Although with that said, I have no camera controls at all. So we are just going to follow the vehicle. I'm just curious where he is heading to. Plus we can enjoy the scenic ride over to Carlton Colville. Let's repay 500,000. How much are we? Let's repay another 500,000. Quite the scenic. Oh yes, I definitely love these new map generation settings. So, shop. Actually, you can already tell which building. Alright, it's going to shop. For a steam vehicle, doesn't really sound like one. Does it? Does it sound like a horse wagon? And he is now waiting for bus Carlton Colville RT3. Is there an RT3 coming? Are you an RT3? Yes, you are. Let's follow him. And he's riding. Let's just get rid of that. And take a trip through Carlton Colville. I never really spend a whole lot of time down at street level. Oh, he got off, and he's walking. And now he's going home via Carlton Colville RT3. His home is obviously over here in Frome. All right about that. And we got 15 for Grays to Carlton Colville. No one for West Malling, but I'm not surprised. And you are the West Carlton Colville, the West Malling. What is the frequency on that line there? 39 minutes. Yeah, I'm not really surprised we were not getting any passengers. So let's bump that up. The Rigi, Carlton Colville to West Malling. All right about that. And what we are going to obviously want to do is pay off some loans. We're down to $4 million. And yeah, I need to take a little bit easy after our big spending. 43 people for Upton. We got one there. We got another there. And we got two more there. Let's buy 4 for 1p, and we are going to buy a couple for the RT1 line. And we want to make sure that you go back, you go back. I bought you here, I want you to come here and pick up. Lots of goods. We are going to buy a couple horse wagons, the 1F line, 36 people sitting here. is the frequency of the 1P line? 53 seconds. It's only making 75K per year. Let's buy a couple more of these. 1P. And do we have anyone for... No, we don't. You are the Carlton Colville. How about over here? No, we don't. We are going to definitely need to ramp up the frequency because we do not want that line, which is currently yeah, 17-minute frequency. Let's buy another Rigi and the Carlton Colville Westmoreland line. And what I'm going to do is we're going to buy another one from over here. Carlton Colville, Westmoreland. With these lengthy lines, we're going to need to ramp up the frequency. We can't really avoid it. Otherwise, we're just not going to be carrying passengers, which means, of course, we're not going to be making any money. Anyway, that is down to an 8-minute frequency. We're running 4 ships on the Westmoreland Sulcherton line with a 4-minute frequency. And yeah, we have 2 ships are here. 1 ship is going in there, 1 ship is going in there, which means they should be relatively balanced out. At this point though, what I'm probably going to do is take a break here. And looks like things are popping for Frome as well. And yeah, this is the Carlton Colville Frome episode. We got some additional passenger transportation set up. In the last episode, we of course extended our rail line out to Askern. I'd like to continue that onwards to Dunwich, although with that said... Oh wow. Town was not even growing out here. What is that? That is all residential. Alright about that. Which means where am I putting my train station in? Oh wow. Yeah, how about this? Actually, I can see why people want to come here. Because the bus station comes right into the industrial area. Interesting. Yeah, where am I going to put the train station? I might have to think about that off screen. We're definitely not going to be stopping here with... Can I squeeze it in here? 2 platforms, 320. Nope. Unless I throw it... Nope. Alright, well, I didn't think about this very well. Another option is I can put it down here. And I can just tunnel through. Punch through, out that way. That's quite the possibility. With that said, we could do some negative curvature. Yeah, about that. Alright. Of course, the question is, if I bring in freight, where am I bringing it in? Anyway, at this point in time, what I'm going to do is take a break here. And I will have to figure out what I want to do in the next episode. I would like to extend a line out to Dunwich. And then add additional ship lines, just because I've had so limited use with ships that it's just a waste not to actually put down any ship lines. Anyway, Thank you for joining me for this episode of Transport Fever European Freeplay Edition. Thank you for watching. My name is Scott Frisbee Gaming. And as always, have a good day.